And right now we're going to meet and greet Moxie Band. It is a band that will be on stage this weekend at Oktoberfest, 5:30 on Saturday night, right by the trestle. I think they call it the, I forget what they call it, the Kentucky Lottery stage or whatever, back there at the trestle. But right now meet Jim and Donna Lawson, who are the biggest part of, one of the biggest parts in the founding section, I guess you would say, of Moxie Band. Welcome.
Thank you.
Glad you could be here today. You're a husband and wife couple, met along the way and decided to create this band?
Kind of the other way around.
Aha.
We were in the band first. It was 1990, and I was putting together a new band with a friend of mine, bass player, and we called a guitar player who had had his phone disconnected. And the next guy we called was Jim.
As luck would have it.
I was home and my phone worked, so I took the call.
And that was the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Then we put together the rest of the band, 7-piece band with horns. It was a lot of fun. A year later, we decided to get married. A year after that, 1992, we had our first child. And the next thing I knew, it was the 21st century.
Well, you know, it is important to take a break and to raise the kids. And I'm sure now that they're, you know, they're growing up and they're on their way, now you can get back to what you really love. Not that you don't love your children, but there's just an itch you need to scratch when you're a singer. You know, you just need to get back on stage. And I bet you love it, Jim, the fact that she's back singing with the band. And,
absolutely. It's something I'm sure she's missed for many years, and it's a part of her, so it's important she's out there.
There's a DJ on VXU that call you guys the bluesy, jazzy, rock bottomed group. What does that mean?
You know, I was asked that just the other day. Someone said, I understand bluesy and I understand jazzy, but what the heck do you mean by rock bottomed? Rock bottomed would be our fabulous rhythm section, Mike Barrett on bass and Gus Theory on drums. And I think they're the hottest rhythm section in town.
So you guys played, you're a very eclectic band. I mean, I heard you in rehearsal and you're playing really bluesy licks, and I mean, things are, you know, really hot and cooking, and yet you play those, you know, those classic hits that we all love, the Bonnie Raitt and the, you know, the things that we all love to hear and we're familiar with. So you play a little bit of everything. Yeah.
It is an eclectic mix.
Yeah. Saw that you were at Beach Acres. I bet that was a lot of fun. So you do a lot of private jobs and things like that?
We did a few private events this past summer. Last weekend we did Lobster Mania.
Lobster Mania!
A neighborhood group that brings in lobsters and the Moxie Band every year.
That is so much fun. Well, if you want to find out more about the Moxie Band and maybe bringing them to your area, you can go to www.moxieband.com. You can hear examples of their great sound and meet and greet all of them online. And you're going to be able to hear exactly what we're talking about, the great sound of the Moxie Band, when we return with the whole band, except the drummer, when we return to Northern Kentucky Magazine on ICN 6.